close to the Yellowstone supervolcano in Wyoming's Bighorn Mountains unearthed a colossal break in the earth at deliberate 700 years in length and 50 yards wide this week. The find was recorded by Randy Becker and shared by means of Facebook by SNS Outfitters, a pronghorn chasing guide benefit, and the eminent pictures soon turned into a web sensation. OutdoorHub.com reports. While chasing this previous end of the week in the Bighorns, we ran over a marvelous case of how our Earth is not as steady as you may think. Wonderful powers at work here to move this much soil. Becker composed on Facebook. What sort of powers could make such a major split, however? The online discourse went from theory of fracking, land developments like seismic tremors and sinkholes, and even a fall into underground buckles. Obviously, the break's relative nearness to the Yellowstone caldera, a supervolcano approximately 150 miles away, likewise had an influence in the hypothesis. SNS Outfitters offered an alternate clarification. A designer from Riverton, Wyoming turned out to reveal a little insight into this mammoth split in the earth, the suppliers composed on its Facebook. Evidently, a wet spring greased up over a top shake. At that point, a little spring on either side made the base slide out. He evaluated 15 to 20 million yards of development. Some had their questions that a modest spring could cause such a major split, and geologists presently can't seem to decide for beyond any doubt what made Wyoming's most up-to-date and littlest little ravine. Seth Whitkey, Wyoming Geological Survey's chief of groundwater and geologic dangers and mapping, told the Powell Tribune that there are many reasons why the gap could have shaped. Various things trigger them: dampness in the subsurface which causes shortcoming in soil or topography, and any procedure that would debilitate the bedrock or unstabilize it some way or another, he said. One hypothesis from the Geological Survey is that split was caused by a droop. A droop happens when a massive shake and different materials slide off an incline, much like an ice rack calving. A group from the office means to go to the split for a more point-by-point examination, and is at present talking with the property proprietor to obtain entrance. Until further notice, specialists are cautioning individuals not to approach the split as it can be conceivably unsteady.
Preview. Preview.
Volcanic eruptions are one of the most powerful forces on Earth. From spectacular lava fountains to deadly explosions, they can bury entire cities under superheated clouds of ash and gas, or turn quiet rivers into seething torrents of mud and debris. Scientists are struggling to understand these unpredictable time bombs.
We were taken by surprise by what turned out to be an unprecedented event.
We'll circle the globe, profiling some of the most significant eruptions of our time, each more devastating than the last, each leading to a potential ultimate eruption that could change the world as we know it. Volcanic eruptions are dramatic reminders that our world is a living planet. Their destructive force is 4 billion years old, a force that commands respect. Volcanoes combine the beauty and the beast, the power to create and to destroy. From the very beginning, they've served a vital function, releasing heat, gas, and minerals from deep beneath the Earth's crust. These byproducts proved vital to human life, creating the Earth's atmosphere. If volcanoes did not exist, neither would we.
To me, they're one of the most beautiful things you can ever witness. But to the people who live under them, they're the most terrifying and destructive thing you can ever witness.
Cameraman Jeff Mackley's mission to film the world's volcanoes comes with risks. On one mountain, he avoided death by moments when a lethal mixture of hot gas and ash just missed him.
There was a loud roar like a freight train, and a pyroclastic flow came down the valley that we'd just been in. So, yeah, another 5 minutes either way, it would have been curtains for us.
Mackley risks his life to record volcanoes' beauty. Others risk theirs to record their power.
Many of us have experiences that could either have gone one way or the other depending upon just something small that happened.
In the past 60 years, volcanic eruptions have killed at least 27 scientists. Even so, their quest for knowledge continues. On average, between 50 and 60 volcanoes erupt every year. About 20 are erupting at any given moment. All are vents in the Earth's surface. Most take place within the Ring of Fire, an area around the Pacific Basin where tectonic plates collide, allowing molten rock or magma to be released. Thick magma loaded with gas triggers explosive eruptions. Thinner magma with less gas is less volatile. To compare and categorize eruptions, scientists have developed the Volcanic Explosivity Index, or VEI scale. Each notch up the scale means a higher ash cloud, more ejected material, and greater explosive energy. The events profiled here begin with a non-explosive eruption and peak with a planet-altering super eruption, one that experts say will eventually happen. Hawaii is a tropical paradise. But under the brilliant sand and lush forests simmers a cauldron of tremendous heat and violence. This is the site of one of the most spectacular volcanic creations on the planet. All of the Hawaiian Islands are volcanoes, built over 70 million years by a powerful geological formation called, appropriately, a hotspot.
A hotspot is a narrow zone which has an excess amount of heat in it. And the heat rises, and relatively near the Earth's surface, this heat melts the rocks, and then that melted rock erupts as lava.
February 1983. Kilauea, on the Big Island of Hawaii, sends lava fountains 80 meters into the air. Because the magma is thin and doesn't contain much gas, the eruption is not explosive, but it's still dangerous. For 7 years, the eruption continues. The lava inches forward, slow enough to outrun, but totally unstoppable. In February 1990, it reaches the fishing